Gonna turn the lights out.
Hey everyone, this is Natasha from MakeupInSFC. If you haven't noticed, my voice is super sexy right now because I am in the middle of a gnarly cold, so I'm trying to get through it. I'm drinking all the Mucinex and codeine that I can. That's allowed. And so I'm working through it, but today I wanted to put a video up, and I wanted to put up the makeup that I would most likely wear for Thanksgiving. And it doesn't have to be just for Thanksgiving. It's a good makeup look that can be for professional life, or if you're running errands, just something super quick and easy, fresh faced, and something that you could wear every day. And so the person that I am basing my makeup look on is Jade Munson. She's Jade Munson on Instagram, but her real name is Jade Munson. She is so beautiful. She's a Filipina. She is a makeup artist based in LA who mainly does the makeup for Ashley Tisdale, if you remember from High School Musical. But she is a great makeup artist, and she's one of the lead, I think, representatives for Ardell. So I couldn't do this makeup look without Ardell lashes, so it's a good way to include those. And that's probably as much glam as I will get on Thanksgiving, because I'm pretty much going to eat all day, and that doesn't require much glam. It requires a big comfy shirt and some leggings. So if you would like to see a very fresh-faced makeup look, then please keep on watching, and let's get started. Today I'm going to use the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. I've been really liking this lately. Probably should have done that with my mouth closed, but whatevs. I'm going to let that just sink into the skin. My hands are washed. I'm going to be using my e.l.f. Poreless Primer. This is something that I've been enjoying lately. It really just mattifies and fills in all of those pores and lines that I've been having, or just noticing. So I like to press that into my skin, into the places that I have more pores, or just in need of that smoothing. So I like to do this makeup look, especially in times like this where I'm feeling super sick and just things are not feeling hydrated, and I don't know, it just doesn't feel good to do anything. I didn't wear makeup today at work, and so that's pretty much how I've been rolling lately. But if I want to look alive and not dead, this is what I do. There you go. I already have my brows on from earlier today. I will list those products down below, but I pretty much do the same thing all the time. And again, I feel like a person because my brows are done. And I haven't had my brows done in like 7-8 weeks, so I'm really excited. If you couldn't tell already. Jade uses, it seems like, a lot of matte formulas, especially on her face. So I'm going to be using the Infallible Pro Matte. I've been using this stuff for a really long time, since it came out. And I really, really like it in the summer. But I have been enjoying it in the winter time. Just gonna dot that all over my face. I've been wanting to try those Artiste brushes, because you know, when it's on the Instagram and when it's on YouTube, it makes you want it. But it would be interesting to see how that would work with this foundation, because I like using this with a sponge, and I don't know if buffing it with a brush would make it have the same smoothing effect, unless I maybe sprayed the brush with something. Now, just taking my Real Techniques sponge that is dampened, I'm going to stamp that into my face. I'm glad my cold is now just in the coughing stage, because the snot is not cute. It's just not. I usually try not to drink medicines. Like, I avoid it for the most part, just so that I don't have to take it. But I really had to this time. I started getting asthma, and that's what I know when I'm really sick, when my asthma kicks in. because I can hear the wheezing in my chest. The concealers that I've been using and alternating between are the Sephora Gel Bright Future and the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I really like both of them, but today I'm going to use Maybelline Fit Me. I think right now for the winter time it's a little bit more creamy for me, and so it glides a little bit better under the eyes. And for Jade, it's like all about just really nice looking skin. Evening out the skin tone, brightening under the eye, and just highlighting. I feel like for her, she's really minimal, so it's just brow, lashes, and lips. And that's pretty much what I'm going to do today. Oh, it's so hard to breathe. I can't wait to have a camera with a viewfinder. It'll be such a dream. Again, I'm going to pat that in. I pretty much put concealer where I'm highlighting, and to cover up any redness. Like for me right now, I have some redness around my nose. I should go somewhere now that I put on makeup. Don't you hate that? YouTubers know. Like sometimes you'll just put on makeup, but then you have nowhere to be. It's like, I have a full face of makeup, lashes, lipstick. Where should I go? If you watch my channel, then you know that I use NYX Smooth Skin Loose Powder under my eyes. I'm taking that on an e.l.f. brush. And I'm just going to use that to set my under eye. I did try baking for a while, just to see, if it was effective. I have really dry under eyes right now, so I'm trying not to do that. I think if I wet the sponge and then bake, maybe that will set better. But right now I'm just going to do it like this. I really love this powder because it just makes me look even more poreless. But the e.l.f. primer does a really good job. Then taking my IT Cosmetics brush, I'm going to take Coty Airspun. I'm just going to tap a little bit of that into the cap. I'm going to set the rest of my face. So now, so that I have a matte eyelid, I'm just going to use my Fergie eyeshadow primer. This is the Wet n Wild. I think it's Take On the Day eyeshadow primer. I'm actually not going to wear any eyeshadow, but Jade always seems to have a really matte eyelid. And I personally wear eyeshadow primers even if I'm not wearing eyeshadow because I have super oily eyelids, so it really helps to maintain the oil. I'm just going to touch up my brows because I've had them earlier today. And this is actually a really big part of the makeup look because if you've seen Jade's Instagram, girl, it's all about the brows. She has the fiercest brows. And I have to say, I was so excited when she complimented me on my brows when I met her for the first time. I was like, wow, you're the queen of brows and you're complimenting me. I was so excited. Yeah. I think she uses mainly Ardell products. I'm using European Wax Center. This is in the color Venice. I just took that with an H&M angled brush, and I would have a spoolie, but I don't know where it is. Jade has a really defined brow, so I'm going to be using these two together. This is the Milani Brow and Eye Highlighter and the NYX Concealer in a Pot, and I'm going to use that to define my under part of my brow. I like to take that with the matte side, then take an e.l.f. This is a synthetic eyeliner brush, it's the flat one, and just use that to carve under the brows. And then start to drag that down. And whatever's left, I try to use my finger to warm up the product. Do the same to the other side. I don't do this all the time, like super sharp. I'll try to do a softer version of this on a day-to-day basis. And in case that wasn't enough, then I would take the concealer in a pot from NYX. I'll do the same thing. This might be an extra step, but I feel like this concealer is just a little bit more tan. So I take that, since the pencil is just a little bit too white. On to contour. I'm going to be using the Profusion Contour Kit. This is something that I found at Burlington Coat Factory, which has been my favorite place to go to lately. My sister and I are like obsessed, especially now that we live close to one. And this has some really nice contour shades that I will be using. It reminds me of the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and it also reminds me of the Anastasia palette. I am going to look closer to see if it is a close enough dupe, but today I will be using it to warm up my face. And so I'll be using this Real Techniques Duo Fiber Face Brush, and I'm going to get into this color. It does have it listed. This is the color Java. It even has some of the same color names. So here's Java, the middle shade right there. I'm going to use that to warm up my overall perimeter of my face. Now Jade's contour almost looks like her cheeks are rounded like this. So I am going to start to concentrate that on the side of my face. I'm going to go in with another color to make that shade more defined. So right now this is a little haphazard and I'm kind of going wherever, because I am just warming up my face. This is my Everyday Minerals. It is I think it's called the Itahaki brush. I'm going to take that and put it into the color Ebony, which is this color right here. I'm going to use that to sculpt my face. And since her contour is a little bit more rounded, I'm going to try to like fake that shape. And I'll just do that by smiling. And then going back to my face brush to just buff things out. Now I'm going to go back to my e.l.f. brush and I'm going to take some of this banana shade. It is called Ivory. Take this Ivory shade, which is sort of like the banana shade of the palette. I'm going to take that and I'm going to highlight under my contour just to further define it. Just use it in the place that I highlighted too. I've never done this, but she contours her nose, and so I'm going to try it today, so don't get mad at me if I don't do it right. I'm going to take some of this color, it's called Moonstone, and it's actually the coolest contour in there, and I'm going to take that and put it in my nose, not in my nose, on my nose. I'm taking that on the other side of my dual-ended H&M brush. Wish me luck. I don't think I've ever done this before. This is totally crazy. I look ridiculous. I'm going to take my brush and just try to make it a little bit more natural. Yeah, not a nose contour kind of girl, but at least we tried it. Take some of that banana powder, put that right down the center of my nose. to really emphasize. It's interesting. It kind of makes my nose a little bit more sharper. Whoop. It's not bad. I mean, it makes my nose look more structured, right? Okay. Moving on. A more natural highlight. I think I'm going to take Matte Radiance. This is from Mercier. And if I can find it, I'm going to take that on another duo fiber brush. This is the duo fiber contour brush. I'm going to take just the tiny bit of it. I'm going to put that on the high points of my face in a C motion, just to catch the light a bit. I'm not going to put it everywhere because she does look matte most of the time. And that's it. I'm not going to go back and this isn't a Jaclyn Hill highlight kind of thing. Okay, so for blush, I'm going to take my Morphe 9B palette. I'm going to take this like peachy color right here. It's kind of like a peachy mauve. Woo. Take that on my blush brush. This is a Everly 05 blush brush. I'm just going to take a little bit of the excess off. I'm just going to take this color and I'm actually going to put it further back on my cheekbones so that it makes my cheekbones appear like they're higher, like hers. Because typically I would put it on the apples of my cheeks, but since I'm trying to be like Miss Jade, I'm going to put it higher up here with the appearance of higher cheekbones. Okay, so my battery's dying and I didn't charge my other one, so we're going to see how we can get through this. Stay with me, camera, stay with me. So I'm going to just line and smudge some eyeliner right at the root of the lashes. And this is just with the NYX Glide On. I don't know, I'll have the products listed down below. I'm going to take this Morphe brush. This is from a rose gold set. I'm just going to use that to smudge. And then I'm going to take that pencil and I'm going to line the upper waterline and fill in any of the gaps. A little bit down below. And a few dots there because we're going to make this a little smoky. Again, taking that brush, smudging. Okay. So today I'm going to be using Ardell Double Wispies. So I'm going to take my House of Lashes Dark Tone Glue and just line my lash. Those are so pretty. Oh my god, I love it. One of the lips that she does, it almost looks like she's not wearing anything. And so it's pretty much a nude lip. And so I'm going to be using the Revlon Ultra HD Matte Lip Color in Seduction. So the second lip choice is going to be this color right here. It's a LA Splash Lip Couture in Untamed.